Making a lighthouse with Lil.
This is my lighthouse that I made out of sand buckets from the Dollar Tree. And here are the supplies. Paint that bonds to plastic, 3 sand buckets, a platter to go on the bottom, this little sticky game set, light of your choice, whichever you would like on the top, some rocks, and the ropes. And that's how we'll start with making this beautiful lighthouse. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is pull these handles and shovels off. And the next thing I want to do is take my saw and cut off these lips on these 2 buckets here. Okay, this is what they're going to look like after you get the tops cut off. You will have these edges here, but they will go in the back of the lighthouse.
Lil spreads glue inside one of the buckets. Lil fits it down over the bottom bucket, holding it in place for a moment while the glue sets. Repeat for the next bucket and let it dry. Show us what you've got so far, Lil.
Okay, here's what that part will look like after you get it glued together and sanded. You'll have these in the back. And after you paint them, you won't be able to tell it.
Now what you doing, Lil?
Now I'm going to take my party tray and I put a few rocks in the middle so it'll be heavier. And then I'm going to place it on top here.
Wait, how'd that dish get up there?
And mark it with a magic marker all the way around.
Lil must have taken that game she bought and used the dish as a base for the light.
Okay, I put my marks on there so I know to put my glue between the mark and the inside of the platter. Tray on the bottom. Now while that dries, I'm going to scuff up the plastic so it'll hold the paint better.
Lil does a little sanding on the buckets.
Now I've got it all sanded and scratched up, and I'm going to start applying the spray paint, but it'll take a while for it to dry, so give it a few hours for it to dry before you go any farther. Okay, this is what it's going to look like after it's been painted. I usually don't paint the top, and here's the back. And you don't have to worry about the edges because that's where the rope's going to go. Nobody's going to pay attention to that. I'll see you when it dries.
Now it's time to put a hole in the dish for the light.
On the top of it, I drew a little circle with the magic marker around my light. It's going to go up there. So I can either drill it, or I've got a wood burner I use, and put my light in up there and put glue around it. Okay, this is the hole that I made out of my wood burner. This is my E6000 glue.
Hey, where'd you go, Lil? Looks like you started a fire. Should I be worried? Oh, okay. Now Lil applies glue to the dish for the light. Colored glass stones go around the light at the top.
Now I'll put my rocks in there. And while I was waiting for my lighthouse to dry, I went ahead and cut the ropes. It's going to go around here, here, and here.
Lil uses 3 bags of decorative stones on the base.
Okay, now I'm going to put my rope on. Put my glue.
Glue the next 2 ropes around the seams where the buckets meet. What's next, Lil?
Okay, I took a Sharpie, drew my windows, and then drew my door down at the bottom. Now I want to paint it in with black. And how I do that is I take the spray paint and I spray it in a bowl. And that's where I use these sponge brushes that I have. I'll probably go around the middle of that.
Wow, you've got a very steady hand with that brush, Lil. But what if you make a mistake and have to even it out?
You can always go back and paint your red if you get it too wide.
Gee, that's looking good, Lil. What you doing now, Lil?
This is how I paint the white line around the sides. And I'll usually put 2 or 3 coats on it. And we'll do this here and here. And then you just put all your little pretties on there. Make it how you want it.
Lil also uses nautical-themed cutouts like these from the craft store. Just paint and glue onto the sides of the lighthouse. And finally, here we are. Now you know how Lil made this adorable lighthouse.
Here they are, the finished lighthouses. I think they've turned out pretty cute.
Good job, Lil, and thank you.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, comment, so I can make more. Thank you. Have a great day.